Hello and welcome to the program The Desk on Global Television. My name is Anthony Momodu. Welcoming to today's edition. Today being the July 2024. We'll be looking at the re-election of President Bola Tinubu as the chairperson of the ECOWAS. As usual, we get the finest minds in the continent to help us look at this very interesting talking point. Today is no different, as we've got someone who is an author and also a public affairs analyst, and put in between that, someone who is also has some experience in the banking sector. Being our guest on today's edition, we've got Adabugo Uzo as our guest on today's edition of the program, The Desk. Good evening, and thank you for joining me on the program.
Good evening, Tony. I'm glad to be with you here today.
All right, so we'll be looking at the fact that President Bola Tinubu of Nigeria has been re-elected as the chairperson of the ECOWAS. Let's begin from the re-election of Ahmed Tinubu as the chairperson of ECOWAS. For you, do you think he has done well? This is another one-year tenure for him to be the chair. How would you x-ray his first 1 year, especially if you put into consideration the fact that we know that Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali had also pulled out from that economic community of West African states?
You know, one would say being the high point of this past 1 year, the military insurgencies and the pullout of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger from ECOWAS, one would see it as a big setback, as a loss, as something, if it were to be a CV, it's not good on your CV that it is during your tenure that these things happen.
Okay.
Yes, and that was just within the last 1 year, all three, you know, within his last tenure. Yeah. And now he is being re-elected. First of all, I will say congratulations to Mr. President. It's a very good one, and it's a very good one for Nigeria, being that Nigeria in the midst of African Committee, even in the midst of the world affairs, Nigeria is revered as a very large country in terms of human and capital resources. Okay. Yes, we are Nigerians forget that back home here we have so many things to complain about our nation. We have so many things to talk about, even to talk about our president. We can say he's not doing well, this, that. Yes, we are supposed to do that because we are in the house. Most times when people are outside the home, they all see beautiful things. Like the proverb saying that the grass is greener over there. Yeah. They are watching us, they revere us. Nigeria is big, both in population and human resources, doing well. And our leaders are also in the ability of when you go there, you show how beautiful, beautiful you are, even though you're not as beautiful back home. They master that act of show them what they want to see. So despite all that, Nigeria is doing well, at least in the eyes of the rest
African
of the
countries,
world.
okay.
And we should own up to that. We should accept that, as in we should be proud of ourselves in that angle. Having said that, like what I said before, that it is not a good thing if it were to be a CV, it's not a good thing. It is saying more than words can say. That I'm sorry to say that it won't be that is a very big or laudable achievement our president, Mr. Tinubu, has done in the past 1 year of being the chairman of ECOWAS. But we are not the insiders there, and the people that re-elected him, they're probably very good with it. Okay. So that's why he's re-elected. So we congratulate our president